Everyone, I hope you are well. In today's video, we will see how ChatGPT can generate Linux commands and bash scripts. But before starting, did you watch my previous video in which I talked about how ChatGPT can act like a Git command generator? If you are new here, I am Hassan and I post tutorials on this channel. If you might be interested in watching those videos, consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions, comment down this video. Let's start today's video without any further delay. First of all, open ChatGPT. And as you know that Linux has many commands for performing various operations on Linux which are very time saving. So I'm going to tell you some of them. First operation we can ask ChatGPT is that if you want to search for files and directories based on the various criteria, so what should be the command? You have to just ask ChatGPT. I am going to ask you some commands of Linux and you have to generate them, and the first command to generate is about, and then you have to just type what it is about. So I want to search for files and directories based on various criteria, and then you have to press enter and let's see what we get. So guys, here is the result. ChatGPT gave us multiple commands which are using find function. So just for searching file name, you have to just use this command, and if you want to be specific with extension, then you have to just tell the extension right here. You have to type the extension right here. And if you want to go for the size, means if you want to search for directories or file based on size, then you have to copy and paste this commands, and notice that it has size written here. And lastly, if you want to search for files by modification time, then you have to just execute this command. Now if you want to search for specific text patterns in files, then what should be the command? So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to generate the command. For that, I want to search for text patterns in files, and you have to type generate command for Linux and then press enter. Let's see. So guys, here is the result. ChatGPT generated. It uses grep function in Linux. So just if you want to search for a specific text pattern in the file, for example, if you just want to search pattern in a file, then you have to use grep, then the keyword, and then the path to the file. This is just a simple command, but if you go for some variation, then ChatGPT also generated that. So the first variation is about search for pattern regardless of case. So this is which is about regardless of case, and if you want to search recursively in a directory and its subdirectories, then go for it. And if you want to show line numbers for matching lines for the specific keyword, then copy and paste this code. Copy and paste this command, and you have. And what if you want to just search for whole words only? Then you have to use -w, then it will just search for whole words. Lastly, it has search for an inverted pattern, lines that do not match the pattern. It will search for an inverted pattern, means it is the opposite of the pattern, and lines that do not match the pattern. You have to just copy and paste this command. Now what if you want to check the IP of your Linux system? In Windows we can just type ipconfig, but what about Linux? So I'm going to ask ChatGPT, I want to check the IP address of the Linux system. Press enter and let's see what it gives us. So here's the result. We can use ifconfig for showing the IP address of the Linux system, or we can also use IP address show. This will also show you the IP address of the Linux system. And if you want to use the following command to retrieve only the IP address without any additional details using ifconfig, then you have to use this command. It will just show you the IP address, and maybe these two commands show you more additional details. That's why ChatGPT is saying that if you just want to retrieve the IP address without any additional details, then you have to just use this command. The next one is replace interface with a specific network interface you want to check, such as Ethernet 0 or WLAN 0. So it depends on your system. You have to check it first and then use it right here. You can also check your IP address by just using IP address show, and this will also do the same like this one. So let's move forward. What if you want to compress a file in a Linux? So what should be the command for it? Let's ask ChatGPT to generate the command for it. I want to archive files into a single file and have to compress it, and just press enter and let's see what it gives us. So guys, here is the result ChatGPT generated. It's saying that using tar and gzip, creating a .tar.gz file. So it will just generate a compressed files like we asked ChatGPT to do it. So it also gave us two options. You can use any one of them. Let's move forward towards another command. So the command which I'm going to talk about is about secure remote login and file transfer. So what you have to do if you want to just log into the remote server and transfer a file, then what should be the command? So you have to ask ChatGPT, I want to transfer a file using secure shell protocol, and you have to just press enter and let's see. So guys, here is the result. ChatGPT generated two files. The first one is for to copy a file from your local machine to a remote server. And this is for local machine, to copy a file from a remote server to your local machine. So you can just use any one of them depending on your needs. Let's move forward towards the next command. What if we want to download some file from internet? Let's ask ChatGPT if there is any way to download a file from internet and is there any command for it. So I'm going to type I want to download the files from the web and just press enter and let's see. So guys, here is the result. ChatGPT generated two methods using wget and using curl. So the first one is very simple. You have to just type wget and the URL of the file means the location of the file, and using curl you have to just type curl hyphen o and then the URL of the file. It will just download the file to your downloads location. So this was all about Linux commands, how to generate Linux command. Let's talk about the bash script. How can you generate the bash script? So the bash scripts can run on Linux easily. So I'm going to generate two bash scripts. The first one is about moving C files into C folder and .jpg files into jpg folder and .java files into Java folder. So what you have to do, just write here generate bash script for moving .c files into C folder, .jpg files into jpg folder, and .java files into Java folder. Press enter and let's see what it gives us. So guys, here is the result ChatGPT generated. This bash script will move the .c and .jpg, .java files into their respective folders. First it will create the directories and then it will just find them and find those files and move there to their respective folders. Let's move forward towards the next bash script, which is about removing temporary files from Linux system which takes memory and are older than 30 days. Also create a log file which files are deleted. So this bash script will remove the temporary files which are consuming the space in the Linux system. So what you have to do is to just type generate bash script for removing temporary files from Linux system which takes memory and are older than 30 days. Also create a logged file which files are deleted. You have to just press enter. Let's see what it gives us. Guys, here is the result. ChatGPT generated the bash script. This bash script will just remove the temporary files and you will be able to remove the temporary files and save some space from your PC. You can see that if you don't have any knowledge about bash script, you have to just tell ChatGPT the purpose and your task and ChatGPT will just generate it. You don't have to learn about bash script or anything else in order to remove something, or if you don't know the temporary directory to remove some files. So this was all about today's video. You have learned how to generate Linux commands and how to generate bash script based on the purpose and your aim. So in the next video, I will talk about some ChatGPT courses which can help you to learn about ChatGPT and how to utilize ChatGPT in a more efficient way. So if you like the video, click the subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell icon so you will be notified when I publish the video. Thank you guys for watching.